Hello Taurus, and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your fortnightly reading for June the 16th through to the 30th. So we're moving from Gemini season into Cancer season. And this is a general reading, Taurus, so just take what feels right, leave the rest. And if it does really resonate, there will be an extended reading. The link will be in the description box below. So I'll talk about that a little bit later. And this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising. So be sure to watch all of your signs, your placements, the Sun, Moon and Rising. It will give you a fuller picture of what's going on for you. And just bear in mind that the Moon sign will be a little bit more subjective. So let's see what's coming in for you, Taurus. And if you appreciate this content and would like to support the channel, please like, subscribe, leave a comment and share. Did that come out or not? We don't know. Nine of Swords, Venus, Gemini. You know what? It doesn't actually feel right, Taurus. But what it might be is that there's a little bit of stress around something. So let's see if any of these cards are coming. I think it's holding tight. Perhaps there's a lot of things are shifting and changing at this moment in time. Perhaps there's a lot of a little bit of instability. We have Pentacle Queen, Capricorn Throne coming in for you, which is nice. We have stars, Aquarius, Saturn, Uranus. So that's also interesting. And we have Cup 5, Pluto, Scorpio coming through. So it's interesting we have the Saturn, Uranus coming in with the Aquarius, because there is that sort of a square that's happening all year, really, astrologically, between the two of them. And it is the old versus the new. And that seems to be a big theme that's come in here, crowning you, the old ways versus the new ways. And that's why I feel like there's this hesitancy, even some fear about stepping into the new. But the Aquarius energy is really about feeling guided, feeling inspired, feeling hopeful for the future. It can be wishes coming true as well. So it's beautiful. But it is a sense that there has been loss, and perhaps loss in the past, or a feeling of fear around that. And that is a sense of needing to kind of come and ground back down into a space that feels more comfortable, but it's still not you. It's Capricorn, not Taurus. So it's like you're out of your comfort zone a little bit at this moment in time. Six of Swords crossed by the Nine of Cups, the Hanged Man, the Four of Swords. The Capricorn Throne is also, the Pentacle Queen is also around caring for yourself, self-care. It could be around nurturing an opportunity or nurturing your health as well. And just daily routines, looking at those sort of things. The King of Cups coming in. Let's pull some more cards for you. But it's saying this is different this time. This is a different opportunity to what may have occurred in the past that didn't work out. So let's see, the Nine of Wands. Yeah, you're a little bit kind of suspicious or nervous or over something. The Strength card. You could be feeling that way anyway with that card. The Wheel of Fortune coming in. And the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so I do feel like there's a fair bit of ambivalence, some conflict. But then we have the Star card again. Wow. Okay. And then we have at the base the Three of Pentacles. So I sort of feel like, what I'm getting with you, Taurus, is just your world is being shaken up and you want to go back to a little bit. It just feels like things are on slightly unstable ground. The energies are just like, whoa, what's happening? I feel like the earth is showing me the earth is kind of moving a bit like an earthquake, but it just feels unstable under your feet. And that Three of Pentacles is like, I want to come back to an energy where I feel really good, I'm valued, an energy that I know that I can be really concentrating on something and honing an energy, becoming really good at something, really just focusing in on, a craft or a skill and being recognized for that. But it feels like it's hard to kind of, it could be hard to focus or for things to kind of be going as planned, you're wanting the group energy or some sort of energy to feel like it's all running smoothly, which is what the Six of Swords is, wanting things to start moving smoothly. It could be that there needs to be a little bit of a nudge, but it's like finding some peace within this situation where there could could be a bit of drama and chaos. And you're crossed by the Nine of Cups, which is kind of interesting because it feels like there could be some of you thinking about, the Six of Swords can be around travel. It can be about movement. It can be around relocating. And it can be, you might be wondering how fulfilling this is going to be. It might feel like, it might just not feel right for you. So, it's trying to find your peace, but there's fulfillment missing. Perhaps actually it might also be that you're kind of happy where you're at and you're not necessarily wanting to move at this stage. It's like, I'm pretty happy where I am, thank you. So what's all this? What's all this on offer here? So you have in your conscious mind the Hanged Man, which is actually interesting because this is a sense that things might be delayed. There could be things stagnating. It could be that the need to kind of understand some things from a different perspective. There is an enlightenment coming, but it's kind of something that's happening kind of quite deep down. So that's why it's like, what is this energy? I don't understand it. As well, it's the star, and the star shines in the darkness, which is your unconscious or your subconscious, or just deep down energy, deep down emotions. And it's like, I need to kind of see things from a different perspective, or even enlighten me, tell me why I should be doing this or why I should be moving into this energy. And so you have at the base the Four of Swords. There's quite a lot of resistance to change coming in here, I would say. So with the Four of Swords, there's a sense that you probably need to take some time out to really, this is the deep down energy, to really kind of understand where your head's at. Maybe a shift with the Hanged Man and the Four of Swords, there is a shift of mindset coming in, or a shift of understanding and realizing how this is going to work, how a situation is going to work. And just have a look at some of the stories that have been, or the information that's been fed to you, or the stories that have been told to you, whether from someone else or from yourself. What kind of language is coming in? It could be even self-messaging, like I said, and just take a good look at what that is saying, because it's saying there is an opportunity to see this from a different angle. So in the recent past, we have the Chariot, which is conflicts ending in victory. It's like you have overcome something in the past, in the recent past, and could have been feeling quite sensitive about the issue and felt the need to feel quite protected around something that perhaps didn't work out, but you've managed to overcome it. And that's why it's kind of almost triggering some fear around this at this moment in time. But the good news is that in the near future, you have the King of Cups, which is finding stability amongst some strong emotions. You're finding the stability not in the usual area, not in your earth element. You're finding it in the water, which is in your emotions. So it's kind of like you can control how you respond to something. You might not necessarily be able to control everything else around you at this moment, because there is this sense of everything's in a bit of it can feel a bit murky or a state of flux or something. So this is like, well, I can't control how everyone else is acting and responding, or events that are occurring at this moment in time. But what I can control is my emotions and how I feel about it. And I might need to retreat and find higher ground here and find a place of stability just to get through this. So again, it comes down to self-care, looking after yourself and really nurturing yourself. And so it's no wonder you've come in as the Nine of Wands, which is the wounded warrior. You know, this has been something it's like life could have been a bit of a struggle, or something's become a bit of a struggle, and you've had to fight hard to get to where you are as well. And it might even feel like suddenly everything's it's all shifting and changing. It might feel like you're exhausted. You don't have any energy left for fighting this. It's just a sense of The Nine of Wands is actually interesting because what it is it's you're closer than you think. So it might be that you're really trying to get to a goal and it's suddenly everything's just gone, well, I don't know if I'm making it there or not. It just feels like you're floating in the ocean and you don't even know where you are. It's like suddenly all the boundaries changed and switched and where am I kind of energy. And so that's why with the King of Cups, you had to kind of find a safe place. And so this Nine of Wands could be, you've just kind of almost at the end of your tether with something. You've almost had it with something. You might have been almost pushed that one bit too far. And so that's why you've got the Strength card in the environment around you, the energies around you, is that there might have been some, it is going to take some strength and resilience, some of these energies. But I just feel like a lot of the drama is not necessarily yours. It's other people having like emotional reactions or creating their own dramas or getting caught up in their egos. And it's almost like you're kind of detached and going, what, has the world gone mad? What's going on here? So it's like I just want to go back and go back to my happy place, go back to what I know rather than all of this energy that's around that feels unknown and different. There's a difference to it. And that's why, the hopes and fears, we do have the wheel and fortune, which is change. There's some sort of resistance to change. But at the same time, maybe that's what you really do want. It's something you have to sit with and really think about what this is. There's change on the cards on the table here. So, and that's why we can see, interestingly, the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Wands, we can see that there is still something is out of balance, something feels unstable, particularly maybe around money or something competition. There's some sort of conflict happening, some sort of group conflict. And it does feel like maybe you are feeling ambivalent about something to do with a group that is not getting on and fighting, because we're seeing with the Three of Pentacles that there is this flow, there is this sense of things are going well and this is where you're kind of wanting to get back to. So it's kind of like, exactly, has everyone gone mad? I don't know. It's just kind of what I'm getting for you, Taurus. And the star, but it's great that you've got the Star card coming in twice, because it's like you're going to be very, very strongly guided at this point. It's kind of like when you come in and you just kind of seem bewildered and lost and confused, suddenly this shining light comes in and says, this is the way, this is the path, this is where we're going, we're heading. You trust that we're moving towards a better future, but I can't show you exactly what that is now, but look after yourself and trust the process. So, and it is a sense of connecting back into your soul energy and replenishing. So it is a sense that, there is something out there, that soul and spirit or a person that comes through and just really helps you kind of understand that there is a bigger picture here and that we are moving towards somewhere, but it might feel a bit like, I don't understand where. You might not be shown the bigger picture yet. So it's kind of interesting energy. I feel like you're searching for a lot of answers and searching for a lot of stability here, and in a world that's kind of where there's not at the moment. And it's like you're going through some interesting energies that something is transforming, but it's like it feels like there's quite a lot of emotional depths connected to this, or that there is a sense that you're moving into a realm of spirit or intuition that you're not used to. So it might be that actually, this could be part of a spiritual awakening even for some of you, or a sense of your awakening to psychic gifts and powers, or it could be that your just intuition is about to expand into a new space. So it just feels it has this sense of something different is about to happen to the way you're sensing and feeling the world. And so I think you will get a lot of guidance Yeah, that's handy. We'll turn this around, shall we? So we have the Three of Pentacles here. And this is kind of where it's like, I just want to get back to the simple things. I want to get back to what I know I can do, what I can do well, because I'm kind of being expanded into this new arena that I don't know if I can do it. I don't know how well I'm going to go there. There's all these unknowns. And it's like with the Three of Pentacles, I want to get back to things working smoothly and feeling like there's value here and feeling valued and feeling like it's concrete. I can see it. I understand it. I can touch it. I can smell it. I can use my five senses. And it's like I just want to get back to business. I want to get back to what it is that I know. So it's kind of an interesting energy for you, Taurus, because it is expanding and opening you up to new realities and new possibilities. It's very mutable. It's very kind of, things are like amoebas and you're not sure what that is. It looks like a blob and what does that mean? And just stuff like that. So it can cause confusion and fear, not knowing exactly what it all is, but not to worry too much about it, because it's almost like, you could feel like you're kind of blind at the moment, almost, that you can't see, but you're groping around in the darkness. But that star does come in and shine a light and show you the way. So, funnily enough, the star card can be wishes coming true. So even in this crazy energy, it can feel like something really fantastic is going to come out of it. So it's quite an interesting energy, but it's definitely not your comfort zone. I'll have to put it that way. So let's see. What else? What affirmation do we have for Taurus? I feel like we've got something special or particular for Taurus today. Here we go. It says, life supports me. Life created me to be fulfilled. I trust life, and life is always there at every turn. I am safe. And that kind of says it a lot, because it's kind of like not trusting that this new, where it is that you're being taken at the moment is going to be fulfilling. And it's kind of saying, well, life wants you to be fulfilled and to trust this, and that you are safe in this, even though it doesn't feel like it at this moment in time. So it is this big energy of trust. Let's pull. Beautiful. And we have the tree here, which is to do a word. I immediately got the word growth. There's a lot of growth happening, and we do grow when we step out of our comfort zone. There's a lot of soul growth happening, and you will see this. You might not feel it right now, but it's happening. And so the concrete results of this, those deep roots and the trees and the growth, you are going to see that. But it's just like everything's kind of a little bit in a state of flux at this moment. And it can be also to do with family, like family trees. But this is something, this is solid. This is something that is creating, something that you can, this is an energy that eventually will be something that you can depend on, something that will ground down into a reality. There just is, I feel like you're branching out into a whole other area even for some of you, and being asked to kind of, the thing is with this tree, there's two trees in this charms, and one's got a circle around it, so it's very safe and contained, whereas this one doesn't. It's kind of like free to go wherever it wants and grow wherever it wants. And it's almost like the freedom and the lack of directional rules can kind of put you a little bit off kilter, a little bit, Taurus. And that's what they're saying, is that actually there is this freedom now with all this flux to grow and grow in some different directions that maybe you hadn't considered. So it's encouraging you to really think about that, because you might not have thought of something before if you wanted to stay in the place that you're in. So they are encouraging, there's this encouragement to kind of step out of a usual routine or a usual comfort zone or a usual place and to trust. So that's the reading for you, Taurus. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to move on to leave the YouTube reading here and move on to the extended reading. We'll pull some more clarifiers for this. What else do you need to know? Because I feel like this reading has it hasn't given you a lot of concrete things in terms of what's coming in or what this all means in terms of, some concrete, this could mean a new job or this is leading towards this or towards that. It's not necessarily giving you that because you're kind of in this no man's land, it's like you're out facing the unknown almost, and it wants you to be in that space for whatever reason. But let's see if we can get some more in the extended reading, see if we can get something a little bit more concrete or a bit more grounded down into a reality that you might feel a bit more comfortable with. So we'll see if that comes out. I can't guarantee that it will, but we'll also pull some cards for the King of Cups, the near future, what else is coming in the near future and what else is coming in the future beyond. What happens after you've been guided? Where does that go? Where does that light guide you to? So we'll pull some cards for that. And then we're going to focus in on career, money, love and relationships and pull some cards specifically for that. So that's all in the extended reading. I'd love it if you come over. And the link for that will be in the description box below. And I usually pin it to the comments as well. But if this is where we're leaving each other, Taurus, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this reading did help in some way. And if you appreciated the content, please subscribe, leave a comment or share, and really take care of yourself, Taurus. That's what that Pentacle Queen is really take care of yourself, look after yourself. If you're finding things a bit too much, just it's something about just being really present with some daily routines and connecting back into your body, making sure that you're kind of going over where your money is, connecting with your money, however you might do that, or with your health, and that will help you feel better. So that's it. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.